Yeah, so a fantastic game there between the Pumas and the Griquas, and ending in a victory there for the Pumas. Yeah, fantastic game there from the Pumas. I think just a quick reflection on the game. I think the first half, I would say it was arguably a first half of two halves, quarters basically, because the Pumas really started well, really looked sharp in what they're trying to do, really looked assured, right? Not playing in their own half, kicking and then applying the pressure. I think I was very impressed by the defensive organization and also their line speed. And as a result, what happened is what they did is in their half, they didn't play any ball, try to look for territory, and then put pressure on the Griquas sort of set piece. Because I think definitely in the first sort of half of the first half, we saw that the Pumas clearly had ascendancy when it came to set pieces. The Pumas forward just looked sharper, fitter, faster, and simply stronger. And as a result, they were dominant come scrum time, but equally they were able to put a lot of pressure on the Griquas line out. And as a result, they were able to dictate exactly where they were playing. And we saw them take a comprehensive lead, even turning down opportunities to have a shot to try and push for the bonus point. But we saw sort of in the second half of the first half, right? So the second quarter, we saw the Griquas definitely coming back strongly into the game. They looked more assured, right? And I think for the mere fan, and also what we saw is actually that the Pumas defense now and just discipline generally on the ball, contesting on the ball, they just became a bit ill-disciplined, right? And as a result, what then that happened is it allowed the Griquas to chip away George Whitehead once again, superb off the tee, easily got his points, kicked over his point, which kept the Griquas within striking distance. And obviously just before half-time, a fantastic intercept try from the Griquas now in the 13 jumper to cross over and ensure that the Griquas, go into halftime with the lead. But yeah, in the second half, going into this, just summary of the first half. So I think it was a half of two, right, where we clearly had the Pumas dominance, but sort of in the second quarter, we definitely saw the Griquas come into their own, getting that asserting themselves and just getting that advantage, and hence why they led come halftime. But in the second half, we saw the Pumas make a very good start, quickly out the blocks, right, and as a result, they were able to regain their lead in the game, and they never let that go, and the Griquas just simply couldn't catch on. And I think in the second half, it became more like a test match feel because neither side now wanted to lose. So that flair and that excitement of the first half sort of dwindled away, simply because now I think both teams are just simply looking to close it off and walk away with the win, rather than the Pumas are searching to go for that bonus point. But I think all in all, a very good game, well contested, very tight. And I think it had a good quality about it because we had two sides that equally, could match each other. And I think there were a couple of standout players from the both sides. I'll start with the Griquas. I think Keita on the wing was fantastic today. Lucas Schwed, right, very good ball carrier. And I think Asanda also, the few opportunities that he actually did get, right, he was able to punch through, cause a bit of havoc in defense. So the two wingers definitely played well. But I think also in the forwards, in the six jumper, the Griquas number 6 also played quite well, especially in the tight. But ultimately, George Whitehead, once again, I think was a standout player for the Griquas. Once again, just being able to rally his troops and actually get to the Griquas and ensuring that the Griquas stay in the contest, even though they had a weak set piece, so should have been dominated. And I think for the Pumas, I think the catalyst there, in as much as they had a very strong pack, the catalyst in that pack was their number 2, Vetstrat, who was very good in the tight and also come set piece time. He's a very good scrummager, he's a very good lineup thrower, right? And also he contributed with 2 fantastic tries. And I think, Eddie had a very good game conducting things, and also Williams at the back had a decent game in terms of just, getting the Pumas playing in the right area. So he was critical in terms of gaining and winning the territorial game. But all in all, I think a quality game, right? played by two teams that equally match each other. And I think, yeah, the difference between the teams was just the astute. Just the Pumas just looked better coached. And I think that is all down to Jimmy and the fantastic job that he's done. But yeah, once again, thank you. Thank you for Lukanyo Lona, Lukanyo Chongweni, and thank you very much for keeping me company.